to your eyeballs, because today we're going to take you to Madison Blue Spring for some nighttime photography. Madison Blue Spring is located about 10 miles east of Madison, Florida on the west bank of the Withlacoochee River. Now, for some of you, you don't live in Florida, so you don't understand about what springs are. So in Florida, they have these springs, which means like they're kind of like rivers that pop up from the middle of nowhere and come right out of the ground and then go. And in Florida, particularly, these springs are stunning because they can be crystal clear water. And this is what makes a lot of these places really popular. In fact, Madison Blue Springs was recently voted the most popular swimming hole in the entire United States. Madison Blue Springs is a first magnitude spring. This means that flowing out of this hole in the ground is 64.6 million gallons of water per day or more. That means like 100 cubic feet of water a second. That's a lot of water. The spring basin is 82 feet wide, about 25 feet deep, and has a 150-foot spring run out to the Withlacoochee River. There's over 20,000 feet of explored cave passage in Madison Blue. Yes, you got that right. That means this is not like cave passage, like the kind that you walk back in there. No. This is the kind of cave passage where somebody puts tanks on their backs and intentionally goes way down in that hole, way far away from what I would call breathable air, and goes way back in there and sees what there is to see. And I get it. It's beautiful. But you might be looking at video right now of someone going, but that's not me. Guy Bryant took this footage of Tracy Niescent. That's not me. No. I'm not going back in that cave. Somebody else can do it. I'm not doing it. But it looks beautiful. I'm glad they took the video. As far as I'm concerned, as soon as the natural light is gone, I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'm not going a flip of my foot further. Thank you. Anyway, I think I'm getting a little bit excitable. That's not what we're there for. What we're there for is we wanted to do nighttime photography. Today we've come to Madison Blue Springs where we've got a permit to be able to do night photography in the spring. I can't wait to see how this comes out. Sometimes as photographers, you find something that you get really excited about. And we have started shooting nighttime photography of springs. And we do it in a particular way in which someone goes down and lights up the spring from the bottom. So first, just to try out the concept, we went to Blue Sink in Madison County. And we were blown away with how gorgeous this picture is. I think we've just been running around trying to catch our tail, trying to catch another shot that matches this one. I have to say that the photo we took at Blue Sink in Madison County, it's definitely my favorite. Next we went to Pot Spring, and Pot Spring was really pretty. If you'd like to watch a similar video on the making of this shot at Pot Spring, there's a link for it in our description and at the end of this video. And then we went to McIntyre Spring, and that turned out fantastic. It was a much bigger place to light up, and we were really lucky to have Tracy Niescent help us with this one too, and it was gorgeous. Then we went to Mearson Springs. Actually, there's no we in this. I didn't go. Guy and Tracy went there and lit that one up. Next we went to Sun Spring. This was gorgeous. I like how stark it looks with the water and no leaves on the trees, but I think we're going to have to go back there when there's going to be leaves on the trees, because I think the leaves add something. And now today, you're going to join us as we go to Madison Blue Springs. Can't wait.
We are so lucky to be here. We have the spring all to ourselves. We asked permission from the Florida Department of Environmental Protection to be able to come here tonight to be able to do this night photography of this spring. This is Madison Blue Spring, and we think it's going to be gorgeous lit up at night. First step was to get permission to be here after dark. The next thing was to find somebody who could light up the spring for us. And fortunately, one of Guy's good friends is Tracy Niescent, who is willing to get in the water and scuba dive and light up the spring and the run for us to be able to capture this magical moment. We have 4 cameras on tripods here to be able to film this basin as it's lit up by Tracy. It looks like the duct tape is holding. I hope it holds. It's gotta stay still. Okay, I think this angle gets this side over here. Okay. There. Sometimes photography is hard work. And then we'll put together the pictures in Photoshop to be able to make a beautiful picture, we hope, of this gorgeous spring. Okay, I've got to go place the time lapse. I think out here on the point would be a good place to do it, so let's go. Whoa, Mama. I'm tripping as we start the video, so it's a very good sign. Yikes. I think this spot is the right spot.
What we have to do is set up our cameras on tripods because we're doing nighttime photography and wait for the right moment to come. When the sky dims down enough so that the light of the sky can be balanced by the light of the diver underneath the water, lighting up the spring from below. And that makes that magical moment of twilight when the sky turns cobalt blue and the water from the spring is blue, and it just becomes electric. Once we had the camera set up, then the hard part happened. We just had to wait. You think a watch pot never boils? Man, a sunset that you're waiting for and the cobalt blue that it just never comes. So I just had to sit around and I don't know. It was hard to wait. So I did what every good photographer does when they're waiting for something else to happen, is I played around with my video and shot over and under shots in the water and tried long sweeps of the camera to see what I could film. I tried shooting some underwater shots. Nah, I know, you're getting impatient too. Want to see what it turned out look like? Here you see Tracy gearing up to get into the water. While Tracy is lighting up the spring from below, Guy and I are lighting up and painting in the details of the trees and the shoreline with super bright flashlights. My hat's off to Tracy. You know, lighting up the spring according to our directions in the dark was tricky. And we were kind of particular about wanting to make sure each spot was lit up just enough, not too much so it was overblown and not too little so you couldn't get the detail. But then we had her start swimming in the run, and the run has really fast current, and asking her to swim slowly and then turn around and come back, she was totally out of breath. But the results are worth it. In the first shot, Guy had 2 cameras to be able to put together a panoramic shot. So each camera had 25 different shots for a total of 50 shots that he put together using 2 Fujifilm X-T cameras that were mirrorless. This shot was A+, fantastic. The second shot you see here is a combination of 30 photos by a Canon 5D Mark II. In this shot, we decided to incorporate some of the sunset sky as opposed to the cobalt blue sky that we'd gotten in the previous shot. In the last shot, it was a combination of 33 photos from a Canon 40D This one is on the tripod with the broken ball head. It was a little trickier to put the shots together because some of the shots were not as sharp because the duct tape didn't hold that camera on there as well as a real functioning ball head would have. We hope you enjoyed this video and these photos just as much as we enjoyed taking them. It was really fun. If you subscribe now, you'll be able to see some of the other videos that we do when we go to other springs and light them up. Look at those turtles over there on that log. They look so happy. I just want to be a turtle. Just tomorrow. I just want to be a turtle on a log. Thank you.